On the fake, Williams looking downfield, launching downfield, going for it all! It is caught! Bears win it! DJ Moore! On the fake, Williams.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bears Den podcast number 71. We have a great show lined up for you guys tonight because we finally went into the belly of the beast and we slayed the Green Bay Packers. We finally beat their ass. We embarrassed them. They're already talking shit about how we didn't play but the last 3 minutes of the game, and they beat us during the first 57 minutes of the game. How we're dirty, how Austin Booker took out their quarterback. But whatever, bottom line is we got the W. They didn't. We're the number 2 seed. They are not. So as always, please like us, follow us, subscribe to us, share our content. You can find us on X, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Don't be shy tonight. Show us some love. Send us your comments during the show. Without further ado, let me bring out the rest of my team tonight. It's just myself. I'm Andy, Chicago Clarence. And Arthur will be joining us, but he is running late. So, Clarence, on a personal note, aside from the game, aside from the score, aside from everything else, personally, what did this mean to you? So I know it meant a lot to me. What did it mean to you?
Well, I have always said that you can't have a rivalry. I don't care what sport you're talking about, unless both teams equally contribute to the winning column. Green Bay has owned us.
Yes,
They always beat us. They have beat us in a variety of ways, close games and or blowouts. They have beaten us in games where we had the better roster, but they had the better coach. So to win this game, even though we won the last game at Lambeau last year, to win this football game meant a lot simply because it just breaks up the monotony of us always losing to them. They outplayed us the whole game. I was surprised of them returning the favor and doing to us what we have been doing to teams and hitting us in the mouth on both sides of the ball. They were physical. They ran the ball on us, and we were having trouble with that. And then when Jordan Love got hurt, Malik Willis came in and they didn't miss a beat on offense. He even posed problems that we have an issue with, and that's running quarterbacks. Now, Jordan Love can scramble. He has that ability. But that's mainly in Malik Willis's game. And he outplayed Caleb Williams for the first 57 minutes. We were in trouble. And somehow we pulled this game out. But overall, when you're asking me what does it mean to me, it's a simple fact of the matter is I'm tired of losing to the Green Bay Packers.
Yep. I mean, to me, it was kind of emotional for me because it feels like it shows the rest of the league that we are for real. We're definitely flawed. There's no question we are a flawed team. Our defense is not a Super Bowl caliber defense. But we're ad-libbing because we're winning this turnover battle. But we're not a Super Bowl team. I think we're 1 year away. I think we're 1 year early. But this was an emotional win for me. So I've been tired of losing this team. I've been tired of hearing people talk shit, especially these Green Bay Packers fans. And what do you say, Clarence? Oh, we outplayed you guys the first 57 minutes. Well, Green Bay, there's 60 minutes in a game, in case you didn't know. And in case you didn't know, you knocked out our quarterback 1 year before when we had maybe another Super Bowl run in us. When you took Jim McMahon down in a very dirty play, but yet you accuse us of being dirty. But you threw the first punch 30 years ago when you took out our quarterback. And I didn't think the hit on Booker was dirty. I thought it was just a football play. I thought it was two guys trying to make a play. Clarence, did you think that particular hit was dirty? On Booker?
No, it was a football play. If you go back and you look at it, Jordan Love lowered his head, and Booker came in and just braced himself for impact. He didn't try to hurt him. He didn't launch himself or anything like that. The NFL is ticky tack with these damn roughing the passer calls, and it infuriates me because the quarterback is the highest paid player on the field, and we treat them like they should be wrapped in bubble wrap, and it gets on my nerves. I mean, it literally gets. How can you sit there and baby a guy that's making 50 to 60 million dollars a fucking year? It's ridiculous. 50 to 60 million dollars a year for a quarterback, and you could damn near breathe on them and get a flag for it. So they really need to. I don't have a problem with protecting quarterbacks,
No.
but they're not consistent with how they call roughing the passing calls either. Because let me remind you of how they treated Justin Fields with that. I don't even think Justin Fields ever had a roughing the passer penalty call for him in his favor, and he used to get his clock cleaned a lot. So they're inconsistent with who they call those plays for. They feel like you got to be a superstar to get some of their calls. And in my mind, is it a foul or not? You know, it shouldn't matter who it is. Is it a foul or not? But I think that the rough of the passer calls definitely needs to be looked at.
So thank you, Ronaldo Rivera. And he agrees with us. Correct. Love went down, and that's why it was helmet to helmet. I have the clip. I'm going to play it. And this guy broke it down for us already.
Here, Jordan Love getting absolutely mollywopped here by Booker. You know, the NFL I like is the old school NFL where this is just a tackle. I mean, you look at Booker, his helmet level is pretty steady throughout. In the last stride, he's up right there. And then his last stride, he leans his body forward for impact. It's Jordan Love who also lowers his helmet a bit more into the strike zone and kapow. You know, at least Booker has his arms out, so he's going for a wrap-up tackle. But yeah, once he goes down like that, shades of Aaron Rodgers in Arizona, right? And then as soon as Love does that and touches his helmet, I'm like, he is done. They are not going to let him back in the game. Even the blue tent of medical miracles.
My point of playing that video, I'm not surprised it was a flag because normally helmet to helmet is going to get a flag every time. But it clearly shows Jordan Love is lowering his head. He's bracing for impact. He knew he was going to get sacked. But for Green Bay to cry that we're dirty and we cheat, that is bullshit.
One
Here's
of the dirtiest
cheating.
hits in NFL history. Packers defensive end Charles Martin grabbed Bears QB Jim McMahon after the whistle and slammed him shoulder first into the turf. McMahon was seriously injured. Martin was ejected immediately and suspended for 2 games. This play still stands as one of the...
And that play right there is the definition of dirty. And that is why I've hated this team for the rest of my life. We had a chance to go to the Super Bowl that year. Jim McMahon was done. I think that's when we did the Doug Flutie experiment from the CFL, and that ruined our season. I mean, our season was done with that hit. And I have never forgotten it, and I've considered Green Bay the dirtiest team in the NFL since that hit. So screw Green Bay if they think that hit on Booker was dirty because it.
Did you not have the clip of the hit on DJ Moore? That's
No, I
dirty.
don't. That was a
That's
dirty hit.
dirt.
That was the
That's
definition
dirty.
of a blindside hit that should have been called during that game.
The play
It
wasn't
wasn't.
even on that side of the field, and he goes back and just basically spears DJ Moore in the back.
Yes.
But the refs didn't see it, of course.
No, they don't call shit like that. That should have been, that's the definition of an illegal blindside hit. But as you said, they don't call that. But they called the hit on Booker. But at the end of the day, to me, it was a football play. It was 2 guys trying to make a play. That's all it was to me. So with that win, Clarence, in case everybody hasn't heard, we have clinched. We are officially in the NFC playoffs. I don't know where we're going to be seated yet. That's yet to be determined because we still have work to do, and other teams still have work to do. But if we win out, we take care of our business. We are number 2 seed. So with that, let me bring out our boy Arthur, who's just joining us. Arthur, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How
So,
you guys
man, let's
doing?
hear it. Let's hear it, man. What did the win over Green Bay mean to you personally? What did it mean to you?
It meant a lot. It meant a lot. It meant everything. I mean, the way they showed out and came out and fought all the way to the end. You know, Green Bay been kicking our ass for a little bit too long now. So now we got them even 1-1 to start off the new season. It's gonna be a new rival now. This ain't gonna be just one-sided rival. So
I agree. I mean, the last 2 seasons we are 2-2.
yeah.
And we are 2-2 with the new sheriff in town with Caleb Williams. So, Clarence, I know you've been on both sides with CW and Justin Fields. Should we have traded for the Hall, or did we do the right thing here?
Well, you're never going to get me to change my mind about Justin Fields. I look at what Justin Fields brings to the table, and I salivate thinking about what could have happened to our offense had he had a coach like Ben Johnson, or had he had an offensive line to protect him like we have now. I think that Caleb Williams, if coached properly, and I mean, not Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, if coached properly and given the same thing that Caleb Williams has, Justin Fields throws a better, deeper ball than Caleb Williams. And Justin Fields didn't miss the layups that Caleb Williams misses. And with his ability to threaten the defense with his feet, I mean, he could be a nightmare. So I love Justin Fields. And what we could have gotten for that #1 pick, what we would be sitting at right now had we had Ben Johnson and we had all of that ammunition to go out there and attack the defensive line, edge rusher, 3 technique, a stud wide receiver, which we still do not have. I mean, the sky's the limit. So if you're just asking me clearly about that, I'm never going to say, oh, we did the right thing. No. But what I will say is Justin Fields is gone. I'm rocking with Caleb Williams. He's what's on the team now. And that's just where there's no need to keep thinking about, Justin Fields and what could have been, unless I'm going to be asked directly about it. I still think Justin Fields was not given a fair shake. And he's in New Jersey with the Jets, and he's not getting a fair shake there either.
So, Arthur, let me ask you that. Are we watching a franchise quarterback ascend to greatness? I mean, there's no doubt in my mind Caleb Williams can make every throw that an NFL quarterback is required to make. There's no doubt. I mean, he is doing stuff in the fourth quarter that I haven't seen one of our quarterbacks do in a very long time. I would argue he's the most talented quarterback we've had here. Are we finally watching the ascension to franchise, which was his label pre-draft?
Yeah, I mean this is a newborn baby right here. I mean, this is something that us Bears fans is not even used to. I mean, when
No.
it comes down to quarterback play and the talent that Caleb Williams kind of brings to this team. So yeah, I mean this is he's finally, I mean, we at the stage where we could say that he definitely has arrived. I mean, everyone sees it. Not just our fan base. I mean, the league sees it, and he's scary, and they know it.
I mean, to me, the throw to DJ Moore was special, obviously, because it was a deep ball, something he can't complete, but all of a sudden he can. But to me, the most impressive throw tonight was to Ja'Day Walker.
Yeah.
To get to 16-16, because you could see at 16-9, you could see Green Bay was in zero blitz. They were bringing the house. And Caleb Williams bought enough time to float that ball out there to Walker. I mean, to me, that was the throw of the night.
He's getting better. I mean, you can tell just the way when he snapped that ball, he knew it was coming.
Yes.
He knew he had to drift to the outside to get that ball out to Walker. So like you can tell the growth is there and that he's seeing what the defense is giving him. And he's going by what what he thinks. So he's being more confident.
And Laura Reed's just giving us a clapping or a thumbs up. I can't see with the glare from the light in front of me. She's giving us something, but thank you. So Clarence, what do you think of that throw to Walker? Because I actually think that was more impressive. Because A, he identified it. B, he bought time. C, he got rid of the ball to the right guy. I mean, the DJ will be the DJ Moore throw will go down in the greatest throw probably maybe of all time for the Bears. But what do you think of the throw to Walker?
I think the throw to Walker was a good throw. The thing that impressed me the most is he did what you need your quarterback to do. Diagnose what defense they're in, and diagnose that a blitz is coming. He knew that he only had a millisecond to get rid of the ball. That's what you need your quarterback to do. That is one of the things that we used to hammer on Trubisky about. Hammer Justin Fields on. You can't just stand back there in pocket and take hits like that, because it is your job to be able to know that a blitz is coming. So what is your hot read? And from what they're saying, he threw to the spot that Walker was supposed to be in.
Yeah.
So, great job on him diagnosing the blitz. Better job on him getting that ball out, throwing it to the corner, because that was fourth down, guys. He misses that throw. That's ball game.
That is exactly ball game. That's my point. That's why like I said, there's no quit. The Moore throw is going to go down in infamy, but I think the Walker throw was really impressive.
But this is what gets me, Andy. And I love you to death. But you slurp Caleb Williams right now. And I know he has 6 come from behind wins, but if we want to get to the next level, we have all got to agree that Caleb Williams has got to get better. And we can't continue to sleepwalk through 3.5 quarters of football, expect your defense to go out there and get takeaways because the offense is doing the Michael Jackson in quicksand. We got the best running game since week 5 in the whole damn league. Why in God's name we're not putting more points on the board? You can't continue to throw behind receivers on easy throws. Gimmies he's missing. So, we want to applaud on these quote-unquote greatest throws in Chicago Bear history when you can't make a simple 5-yard out for a first down. I mean, come on. We need him to start making those throws to take us to the next level. That's where my frustration with him lies.
I want that fourth quarter, Caleb, in the first quarter.
Thank you.
Second and third. Third.
We know there's going to be lulls in the game, but damn it, we can't get it for 3 quarters.
Right.
We can't start off hot. That's what made Kansas City so special, because Patrick Mahomes will get in your ass and he stays there. You got to get him up off of you.
Yeah.
The great quarterbacks make you feel it the whole game. And if we want to sit down and believe that that's what we have, we need to start seeing it. Because I promise you, now, if we play tomorrow and our season ended, I'm going to sit here and tell you guys that we had a successful season. Because we're going to go to the playoffs after a 7-year absence.
Right.
Everything is lining up to where we can be a good football team for years to come. Right. I'm with it. I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. But I promise you, if he doesn't get better, I'm talking about his footwork, his ball placement. We're going to have short stays in the playoffs every single year. I don't want him to be the NFC version of, Josh Allen. You're looking spectacular, or, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Because those guys have had talent, and they get slurped every year, all year long. They don't win MVPs, and when playoff time comes along, Patrick Mahomes comes along and takes their lunch and sleeps with their woman because they can't beat them. Why? Because when it's time to make them throws throughout the whole game, Patrick Mahomes is the only guy who can do it, and them two cannot. I don't want Caleb Williams to be that. Hell, we can even say, but at least Aaron Rodgers has one championship, but that's what he get criticized for. You can't make it in the big moment.
Yep.
Arthur, what do you think of Caleb Williams?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Clarence. I mean, he does got to get better. I mean, those layups, those gonna go a long way. Talent can only take you so far. I mean, we see it real time with, like you said, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You can have talent all you want, but when it's time, when you get on that stage and the big lights is on you, you got to be damn near perfect in those situations. There's no trailing the whole game and then coming back in the fourth quarter. I mean, when playoffs happen, these are different teams. This is a whole new season. It ain't the same as the season that we in now. Playoffs come, that's a different season. Teams gonna be playing different because they got something to play for. So, Caleb definitely has to show him being in the playoffs this year. He definitely got to show that you got to come out in the all and play all four quarters, not just playing in the fourth. And it goes out. It also goes out to receivers too. I mean, these receivers got to stop dropping the damn ball. I mean,
Zacchaeus,
OZ, like, he's killing me.
I can't do Zacchaeus anymore.
He's dropping the same route, the
Yeah,
same pass every damn time. And
I
it's
can't
your
do him.
route. That's your route that you have to that you master. It's given to you. And you keep dropping the same thing. So, but no, Caleb, yeah, he gotta play all four quarters, especially in the playoffs.
I can't do Zacchaeus anymore. To me, he needs to now be behind Ja'Day Walker. I
Yeah,
can't do Zacchaeus anymore. I've had it. He's dropping too many balls. I can't do him anymore. He needs to
yeah,
go. You can
I'm
see
ready for
why he's
Walker.
been a journeyman his whole career. So Clarence, I know you lost your shit in the text that the shotgun or whatever he was trying to do to Komet. How bad of a play and call was that by Ben Johnson?
Everybody who's been watching our show would know that we talk about this every week. And that's Ben Johnson saving the Bears from Ben Johnson. You can't be too maniacal. Sometimes the simplest play is the right play. We are running the ball down their throat. Let me take everybody back who's watching this. The Chicago Bears, when the game starts, they stop Green Bay. Green Bay goes forward on fourth down. They're in the red zone. They're in position to put points on the board. We stop them. We then proceed to drive the ball 80 yards down the field, averaging 7.2 yards per carry. Now, I want y'all to understand that number right there. 7.2 yards per carry. And that was with Swift and Monangai both taking turns giving them the business. We get down into the red zone, and what do we do on fourth and short? Now, 4.5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
We line up in the damn Wildcat with our tight end, who we all know got butterfingers, and every now and then, unless he takes a can of spinach to turn into Popeye the Sailor Man, he always plays with too much wiggle in his step and have always been unwilling to lower his shoulder and boom somebody's ass. We got him in the Wildcat, and the play was for them to snap the ball through his legs to a 5'8", 5'9" running back. Make it make sense for me? When you could have just put him in at the fullback position, give Monangai the ball, and say, go give us this half yard. Oh, by the way, everybody's running the tush push now. You can't do the tush push for a half yard and get first down and goal. That's what we're talking about. I would have been fine with it had it just simply gotten single back formation, even if you didn't have the fullback, and gave Monangai the ball. And if he gets stopped, oh well. We're running the ball down your throat. You stop us. I would have been more fine with it than that bullshit that we tried. It was stupidity.
Arthur, what do you think of that
It took
particular
points off
play?
the
The
board. We almost
direct
lost the
snap.
game. And think about it, guys.
Yeah.
We almost lost the game. Even when we tied the football game, we still had to get an onside kick to get the ball back.
I know.
So just think about it, for instance. We tied the football game up. Instead of it being tied, we got the lead. Why? Because instead of him trying that bullshit, we at least get a field goal. We would have been up 3.
I mean, thank God Green Bay couldn't punch it in. When was the last time you heard of a stat like this? Green Bay had 0 punts. 0. Yeah. They did not punt that ball one time.
0 for 5. Yeah, 0 for 5 in the red zone.
5 in the red zone.
5 in the red zone. They had 0 punts, and they lost the game.
Yep.
But Arthur, what do you think of that play to Komet? I thought it was horrible play. Horrible call.
It was unnecessary. I mean, like I'm with Clarence. I mean, even the stuff that Clarence just said, we got the top offensive line in the league.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no reason we can't get that 1 yard. Even if you wanted to get pretty with the Wildcat, I'm cool with Wildcats.
Yeah.
But at least you could just hand it off to Cole Kmet and have him go right in. I mean, that would have worked too. But having Monangai 5'8" in a shotgun is crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
that was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. Like it just didn't make any sense to run that play when we have two really good running backs who have been
And then while I
pounding.
was watching it, I mean, that was my first thought. Okay, we're in a Wildcat. Okay, they just gonna run the ball with Cole Kmet. And then I saw that he snapped it to the gun. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
What are we doing? Like, come on now.
it was.
I said that once I seen the Wildcat. I'm like,
I
what are we doing?
I
You
the
know,
minute I saw Komet under center, I didn't like it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in dancing with the chick you brought to the dance.
Right.
So if Swift and Monangai get you down there, then that's what you lean on. Because I promise you, when playoff comes, we're gonna have to make those same decisions. It ain't time to be getting cute. Because I promise you, a good football coach, the Kyle Shanahan's and those dudes, they're gonna take away what we do best. They're gonna put 8 people in the box. You ain't got time to be getting cute. Do what you do best. Stop trying
Right.
to be cute. This ain't Detroit. Stop trying to
No.
be cute. We only needed a half yard. Get in the quarterback sneak, for God's sake. What are you doing line up in the Wildcat in the shotgun? You just gave yourself another 4 yards that you need to get for the first down when it's 4.5 yards. So
Yeah.
why you in shotgun anyway? Makes no sense.
Yeah, that was a horrible play call. Arthur, how good was Cairo Santos? When
Oh
you
man,
looked at
he
when
looked
you
good.
looked at his kicks and the way he knew he had to put them out to the left or the right or the goalpost and let the wind drift them in. I mean, how good? Because we have been criticizing him for not having the leg, but he was invaluable, was he
Oh
not?
yeah. No, he was damn near perfect. I mean, kicking the ball against the wind like that. I mean, if it weren't for him, I mean, we wouldn't be in the situation to even, bring this ball game back to knock in those those goals. But no, Tyler, I mean, Cairo Santos, if only he had the leg, if only
Yeah.
he had the leg. But I mean, we definitely need a kicker that can boot it. But he played good ball.
I mean, I thought Cairo was tremendous for once. I mean, for once, our special teams really came through with the field goals and the onside kick. And while Romeo Dobbs can catch the ball and make great plays all night, can't catch an onside kick. It's
Yeah,
beyond
he
me.
actually kicked that pretty good too.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that ball was skipping like that, that's not an easy ball to catch. People, they going in on Dobbs. I mean, hey, I don't like the Packers, but that ain't the easy ball to catch.
No, not in those conditions.
Yeah.
Clarence, what do you think of our special teams performance?
I thought it was tremendous. Ever since I texted Carlos Santos and told him I was whooping his ass on site for his
Uh-huh.
missed field goals and whatnot, he's been doing his job. So maybe I have to give him some reprieve and not bust his head wide open when I see him. But
I
I'm
mean,
happy.
yeah. I mean, but damn it, does it not feel good to finally beat this team? I
Oh,
mean,
so amazing.
it does. It feels good to beat this team. Like they have been beating our ass since Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers came to Green Bay. I mean,
What's
it
even
feels
better is
good.
the Packers fans crying.
They are crying like you would not believe that we cheated, that we're dirty, that we unplugged heaters and seat warmers and they're heating torpedoes. It's actually quite funny. And then we're a dirty team because of the Booker hit. But with that being said,
Wait a minute, before you go to the next thing, let me just make this statement. We're very happy that we got Ben Johnson. I know I am.
I
Our
am too.
competency is on a different level. But I will suffice to tell you that the 2 games that we played Green Bay this year, we've been out coached in both of them.
Yeah.
If you look at what Hatley did to Ben Johnson on defense in both games, if you look at what their offense did to our defensive coordinator in both games, having scheming wide receivers running free. I mean, we had no name wide receivers out there swerving on us.
Yeah.
So we were fortunate to win the second game. We had a shot to win the first game, but none of that happens with, like I said, playing 3.5 quarters. That stuff counts too. And Green Bay has been having their way with us on both sides of the ball in both games. That is a well-coached football team. They've been that way for years. They got them a franchise quarterback for the third time in a row. They went from Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Love.
Yeah.
How many other franchises can tell you that they have done that? I mean,
None.
not very many. Not
We
many.
can't.
We talk about teams with multiple super. Let the Pittsburgh Steelers come to mind. They ain't been the same without Ben Roethlisberger.
No.
They ain't been the same. And the New England Patriots went through a little lull. They drafted Mac Jones the same year that we drafted Justin Fields. They missed on him. Now it look like they may have another franchise quarterback with Drake May. That stuff turns around, and you see what happens to your football team when you get the guy and then you put competent coaching with it. So all I'm just saying is we got some work to do to catch up to them, because if the playoffs started today, guess who we playing in the first round? And I could promise you Vegas will have them as the favorites.
Oh, yeah.
And there are the playoffs. And we will be playing Green Bay, so it'll be the best of 3. Or if this was baseball, it'd be a rubber match. As of right now, we have Green Bay, LA, and the Eagles, San Francisco, and believe it or not, the Carolina Panthers are the 4 seed. Talk about some shit. And Denver's number 1. Then we have Houston and New England, Buffalo and Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, and San Diego. So, guys, we are number 2 seed. Clarence, if I would have told you that your Christmas gift is going to be we are the number 2 seed, would you have believed me?
No.
If I told you that before the year started?
No.
Arthur, would you have believed me?
No, I'm like, that's a long shot.
And there are the standings in the NFC. Detroit's on life support, as we all know. They need to win out, and they need help. And then the NFC West, that's still wide open. Seattle's only 1 game up. Of course, we still have to take care of business. We need to win out, and we are number 2. Nobody can take that away from us if we win out. So, guys, let's move on. The Pro Bowl selections for today. I mean, I think these 3 deserve to be in. The only name I think we're missing is Nashawn Wright. But I think Dahlman, Thuney, and Byard are deserving. Clarence, is anybody missing? Or should one of these guys be off the list?
I'm fine with this list. I know that Nashawn Wright has had a good season taking the ball away. But I think J.C. Horn is a better cover corner. And that's probably the reason why he got the nod over Wright.
Arthur, anybody missing on that list from the Bears?
Yeah, I mean, I like the list too. I know that with Wright, there's a lot of like he should have been. I mean, he's having a hell of a season, but one thing about DBs and corners and things like that, like a Jalen Johnson that we have, Jalen Johnson, he cuts off half of the field. And Deshaun he's like I said, he's having a good season. I don't think he's there yet though. He's like he's having a great season and we should re-sign him. But that's the part of the only thing that downfall is that, he's still getting hit. There's a couple plays where he got beat on and things like that. So, but potentially next season though.
I'm starting to think that Jalen Johnson is overrated.
I don't think he's 100%. I think he's given everything he's got, but I don't think he's 100%.
Yeah, right now, no, I don't think he's 100% either. I mean, when he's healthy, I mean, even when he was back the first game after we got torched by Detroit Lions, he was locking down St. Brown. I mean, they don't throw the ball his direction really often when he's healthy. So, but I think this year it's kind of his recovery year. They put him in play.
Was he on? Who scored the touchdown for the Packers? Was it Watson or Golden?
This past game?
Yeah.
It was Dobbs.
Yes.
Dobbs. And wasn't Jalen Johnson on him?
No, I think C.J. Gardner. C.J. Gardner got beat.
Yes, Gardner
in the
Johnson.
Nickel position?
Yeah, Gardner Johnson's been.
That's when he injured his knee.
Gardner
I want
Johnson
to.
started off real strong, but man, he's not it in the slot.
No, he
He's not
can't play.
it.
He can't play nickel.
No, he's
Mm-mm.
not it.
He's only good for nickel blitz and things like that. But no, he gets beat every time.
Yeah, he got worked. He got
So,
worked both games.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, also a little sneak peek of next year's schedule came out. So, at home, we would have Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota. We also get the NFC South next year, New Orleans, Tampa Bay. And we also get the NFC or AFC East, New England, Jets. And then we're going to get, as of right now, we would get the number 1 seed out of East Division, the NFC East, AFC South, and the NFC West.
So that'll be Philly and Houston.
Right.
That'll be one hard ass schedule.
That'd be Philly, Houston, and the NFC West. Number 1 seed would be Seattle. But hey, we have the Bears in Carolina this year. We have the Bears and Falcons. So we finally get some close games. If you live in Charlotte like we do, is set for Arthur. So I just thought I'd share with Clarence. Anything you want to say about this real quick? I just wanted to bring it up real fast.
No, not really. I mean, we still got some work to do to find out how everything lines up. But this team's on the come up. I think that once we add some pieces to it, I think that we'll be fine with this schedule.
Arthur, you want to add anything to this real quick?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's definitely a harder schedule than this year, but it's all depends on what we do in the off season.
Yeah. And plus, we're going to get a number 1 schedule, so we're going to get the number 1 seeds at East Division. As Clarence just said, would be Philadelphia again. Actually, Jacksonville's number 1 seed in the AFC South.
Oh, that's right.
And in the NFC West, right now, Seattle is the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at some of these other ones. Miami's really bad. I don't expect them to be any better this year. Atlanta's pretty bad. I don't expect them to be any better. The Jets are atrocious. The Patriots, as we all know, are the number 1 seed. Tampa Bay has been sputtering badly. New Orleans has been really bad this year. Minnesota doesn't have a quarterback. And we got Buffalo away. That's a tough one. So, Clarence, me and you talked about this in private, and Todd. Why in the world did Kevin Warren release that statement a couple days before the biggest game of the year about the stadium deal was now, I don't know, kaput, but not really? To me, it's still posturing, but what are your thoughts on what transpired right like 3-4 days before the game? About the stadium news.
Everybody knows that I have been very, very critical of the Bears' handling of the stadium. Some of it is their fault, some of it is not. But at the end of the day, Kevin Warren was brought here 2 years ago, 2023. We hired him, right?
He was.
He's been here right at 3 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no matter when he was brought here for a specific purpose, and that was to get the stadium deal done. And he hasn't gotten it done yet. And we look woefully inept at getting this done. The Kansas City Chiefs just announced that they're going to have a new stadium, not in Missouri, but it's going to be, they're moving to Kansas. That's where their new stadium is going to be done. The Washington Commanders are having a brand new stadium that's under construction right now, and it would be their second brand new stadium since they were at RFK Stadium, and the Braves have been playing at Soldier Field all this time. So it's just the way that Chicago Bears organization goes out to do things. I mean, before this time when we hired Ben Johnson, whenever we needed a head coach or a general manager, we would have to go out there and hire a search firm to help us find a head coach or find an executive. And people who know what they're doing don't do that. You don't need to go out there and hire a firm and tell you who you should be interviewing. And oh, by the way, I'm going to ask you guys to help me find somebody to be my head coach and my general manager. And then once you get me a list, I don't even let you guys help interview. Well, what were you doing the whole time? We're going to interview ourselves. So if you could interview yourself, then you didn't need the search firm to get you a list. I mean, this is just the inept stuff that we did. Now, I still remain critical of going up there to Arlington Heights and buying that property before you had a deal in hand. I don't want to hear nothing about the taxes. I don't want to hear nothing about the politicians, whatever. You went up there and spent over $100-something million for all that property, and it's been sitting there, and you're paying taxes on it, by the way, for 3 years. When we went to Chicago, we went to the property. The whole thing is fenced off. You can't even get on it. It's just sitting there collecting dust, and you're paying taxes on it, and you've been doing it for 3 years. Now, the city of Chicago wants you to help them finish off paying a remodeling of a building that you don't even freaking own. You don't own the building. You don't even own the property that it's sitting on. And they want you to help them finish paying for the renovation of that. Now, if you sign the agreement to do that, shame on you. Because they treat you like a tenant. They only care when you send them their money. You have no say-so on nothing with that building. And it's disgusting that you would treat your number one tenant that way, because they've had concerts and other events the night before a football game, and the turf and everything is all torn up. And they want you to continue to help them pay for that. And then they don't even want to give you a new stadium at that. So at the end of the day, the Chicago Bears, some of the blame lies on them at their feet, and it should. But the politicians for the state of Illinois, somebody has got to get their head off their ass and get this done. I don't care if you guys have to do what they do on TV. Somebody need to take a briefcase full of money into one of them offices and get this shit done. It's ridiculous.
Arthur, you have ground on the feet on the ground. What are your thoughts on this mess? Because you live in Chicago, what is your personal opinion of this mess?
I'm with this. I'm with the politician side. I mean, they shouldn't have never. I mean, for Kevin Warren, he shouldn't have never purchased that property without having an actual game plan of anything and speaking with Illinois State or anything like that. But Illinois State, I mean, they tax you out the ass here, man. It's just crazy. And when it comes down to, you know, the Bears building the stadium and what they're trying to do, it will bring a lot to the community. I mean, it will
Right.
bring more jobs. So it's like, instead of Illinois thinking in that sense, it's not their priority to get it done. And it's never their priority to get these things done when it comes down to helping out the community at that. If you want to look at it, don't look at it as, oh, it's just, the sport or whatnot. I mean, like, this, bringing this and building what they're doing will bring a lot of like job certainty and things like that. And the Bears, they asked it for infrastructure and tax certainty. I got it. People like, oh, these billionaires should get taxed and whatnot. I mean, if you look at your taxes right now, and then you look at it on the billionaire spectrum, that's crazy. That's why they asking for it. And then, infrastructure. I mean, that's sidewalks and things like that. I mean, they should be open to helping out with that stuff, not just, it's kind of, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, the politicians need to, like Clarence said, I mean, they really need to get their heads out their rear end and really just get it done, man. I mean, the Bears, the Soldier Field is the smallest stadium out of the entire league. I mean, the Cleveland Browns got a better stadium than us. And
Yes.
and who goes to Cleveland? I mean, like,
I have gone twice with my friend. I've been to the first
it's
interview
crazy.
twice.
It's crazy. We talking about the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
And we can't even have a solid stadium. I mean, when you walk in Soldier Field, you damn near got your hands in the next person's back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, let me ask you guys something. How would this work? You're going to be asking you're essentially going to ask your wife for a divorce, being the city of Chicago. You're going to move to Arlington Heights, and then you're going to come back and you're going to ask your ex-wife, who you just divorced over here, hey, honey, let's start dating again because we need your help with money. Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, in what world does that even work?
They did all of this to create
Yeah.
the leverage. So right now,
Yeah.
they at the point right now, unless Arlington Heights comes to the table, and really and truly, it's not really them. It's the state of Illinois
It
what's
is the
really
state.
holding this up. So at this point right now, they can't do nothing without the state of Illinois unless they're paying for everything by themselves, which they don't want to do. Now, I think that the city should be on the hook for some of that because they're going to be recouping tax money on that property. So it's not like the Chicago Bears are the only people to game. Now, I don't think that it should be public money involved. I ain't never been an advocate of that because at the end of the day, you're using public money to buy that. But when I go up there to buy a ticket, I ain't getting no discount on parking. I ain't getting no discount on concessions. You know, all that money is going in your pocket. You ain't giving me no discount when I decide to go in there and spend $200 on a jersey and $50 on a hat because me and Andy is in a hat battle that I won, by the way. But
No, this one's better.
you ain't giving me you're not giving me no discounts on that. So you should pay most of that money. But it's
Yes.
not like the city is not gaining interest anyway. But let's think about it. How long ago was Soldier Field renovated? We're talking about 1994?
Yeah.
Really? And y'all
Yeah.
ain't paid that? You
It-
still making payments on that? Get the
That's
freak out
older.
of here, man.
That's older than me.
Who's, who does that? Nobody but the Chicago Bears.
We
We're
do.
talking about 20 years, and you still paying for renovations on a building that you don't even own? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. It's
Terrible
just,
business.
it's gonna be ugly because the city of Charlotte the city of Chicago does not want to lose its cash cow. And they're gonna want the debt paid off. And they're gonna want early termination fee on the rent. It's just gonna be then you're gonna move to Arlington Heights, maybe, and then you're gonna ask them to help you after you just divorced them over here and took their cash cow away. Like, how does that? It just doesn't make sense. Like,
You got no choice. The
yeah,
Chicago Bears got no choice but to do, back alley deals right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody has got to go into these politicians' rooms and grease some hands. That's all it's gonna. That you ain't got no choice. You can't go back to Chicago right now. They want that $500 million done. And oh, by the way, they pissed that you're leaving anyway. You think they're gonna do you a favor? Arlington
No.
Heights can't do nothing without the state legislature saying, okay, we're gonna contribute X amount of dollars for the infrastructure. So you can't do that. Then you want everybody to believe that you're gonna go up to Indiana and build a stadium. I mean, it won't be unheard of, but damn, really? What about all the people? What about people like Arthur? You asking him to go to Indiana to watch a freaking football game?
Gary, Indiana.
I mean,
Gary.
come on, bro. And you know how poor Gary, Indiana is? I mean, I'm a Michael Jackson fan. That's the only thing I know about Gary, Indiana. I know that that's where he was born. But you know how poor that place is? And you're going to put a big old shiny new stadium akin to the Battery in Atlanta. I don't know if any of you guys ever been there, but that thing is pretty freaking amazing. And they print money there. So the idea of what Chicago can do with that is mind-blowing and is great. But that's a bad look for the state of Indiana that you got all that going on as poor as that place is.
Yeah.
And you guys have to trek there to see a football game. I mean, I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I think
Yeah.
Indiana is the definition of posturing. I don't think there's no way the Chicago Bears move to Gary, Indiana. I think that is posturing. So
Yeah, I think it's all leverage too. I mean, Kevin Warren been sending these letters out. I mean, how many he sent out? This whole year. I mean, he's been sending them back to back, and it's all pretty much just kind of like just leverage. So I mean, we'll see. I don't see it happening. I mean, why even consider that? But
I mean, it's
it's
not
posturing.
it's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, the New York Giants don't play in New York.
yeah, yeah,
Their
right,
stadium's in
yeah,
New Jersey. Washington for years played in Maryland. They didn't play in Washington. So to say that a team can be called the Chicago Bears and not actually stadium be in Indiana, it's not out of, it's not unheard of. It's just the
Mhm.
whole thing is messy, and we look like
Yeah,
we still don't know how to be a big boy franchise.
yeah.
So, guys, let's move on real quick. So, we still have a game Sunday night, 8:20. And this is a big game because San Francisco is a good team. And they are fighting for a spot, as we've just heard. They are also 11-4. They are one game behind the Seattle Seahawks. So this is not going to be a rollover game. They have to play because they want to try to get the number 1 seed too. So Chicago Clarence, who wins this game? And ESPN, as of right now, has them as the 3-point favorites, and they have a 59% chance to win this game. The analytics favor San Francisco in this one. So Chicago Clarence, who's going to win this game?
Well, I think that Ben Johnson learned a very valuable lesson playing the Green Bay Packers. Our bread and butter is centered around our run game. And if you want to go beat the San Francisco 49ers, you better do two things: run the ball and stop the run. Christian McCaffrey is not to be played with. And Brock Purdy is a capable quarterback to sit back there in the pocket and tear you apart if you allow him to. Just ask the Indianapolis Colts if you don't believe me. But San Francisco is a beat up football team. They got
They
injuries
are.
all across the board.
And they lost
I
Kittle.
don't know why. Well, people say they don't know why Indianapolis couldn't run the ball in, because Indianapolis offensive line is not the offensive line they started the season out with. They got injuries all over the place. We don't. We can go there and line up and run the ball down their throats, and it ain't too much that they can do to stop it. So I am going to I'm going to say the Chicago Bears are going to go to San Francisco and beat them because we want the number 1 seed. It's what we've been doing all year, going against the grain of what ESPN, what Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody else has been saying. The fact that they got them so much of a favorite is something that Ben Johnson is going to play on and tell them, even people still don't believe. We don't went to Philly and whoop their ass, and they still don't believe. Green Bay was picked to come to Chicago and beat us. We beat them, and people still tripping on us. Hell, there was some people who said we were going to lose to Cleveland. So this is just another thing another button he can push to get his team motivated and focused to go out there to the Bay Area and handle it. San Francisco ain't the juggernaut that people are making them out to be. They're not. They can be had. I think we're going to get them on Sunday.
So, Arthur, who wins this game and why? I mean, San Francisco's defense is actually 12th against the run and 23rd against the pass. And offensively, they don't run the ball well at all. They are 26th in running the ball and 5th, but they do pass. They are 5th in the league in passing, which could be a problem for us because we can't get to a quarterback. So, Arthur, who wins this game and why?
I'll say this. I'll say that Chicago Bears playoff starts now.
Yeah.
If they get in the mindset that the playoff starts right now and they play playoff football for these next couple games coming up, I would say they can come out and they'll come out and win and beat the 49ers. Especially 49ers coming off a short week. Kittle's looking like he injured his ankle and don't seem like he might play this week. So I mean that'll give you a leverage up right there because he's balling. Kittle's been balling. McCaffrey, I mean, he's dangerous. You can't sleep on him, but he also hasn't been um the old McCaffrey. He can run the ball, but he also hasn't been the same. So that's a little bit of your leverage there. But I say the Bears can come out and they come out and win, but they got to play playoff ball right now. I mean, the 49ers, they balling. They coming out and they wanna fight for that seat as well. So the Bears come out play playoff ball. Yeah, they can come out and win.
Right now, if the playoffs started today, San Francisco would get to play Carolina in Carolina. Whew. I think Carolina would lose that game myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Carolina beating San Francisco if the playoffs started today.
Well, wait a minute now. Let me remind you, this is the same Carolina Panthers team that beat the LA Rams.
They did.
And if it's one thing that, like I told you, I don't care about that 12th ranking. San Francisco can get the ball ran on them. Guess what the Panthers are going to do to them? They're going to run the ball on them.
But you can't. But Bryce Young, he's wishy-washy. So it kind of depends on what Panthers you get.
Yeah.
I said it depends on what Panthers you get. I mean, if they in the play, They ready to ball out. They made it to play. They in the playoffs, and it's been a while for them too. But it all depends on what Panthers you get. They sometimes they could beat a good team, then they'll lose to a bad team, and um, yeah,
Yeah, they
but
done lost to the Saints twice.
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
twice, right.
diabolical.
So they wishy washy. It all depends on what Panthers you get.
So I do think that the Bears will win this game. I think it could be pretty ugly because I don't like San Francisco's offense being fifth in the pass. And we have problems shutting down the pass because we cannot get to our quarterback to save our lives. I do think we win this game. I think it could be ugly, but like I said, we control our own destiny. We win out, we are the number 2 seed. Nobody can take that from us if we win out.
Yep.
If we
Yeah, I
lose,
mean, I would like for Dennis Allen, especially if Kittles doesn't play. I would like for Dennis Allen to play man-man defense and stop it
Yes.
with this damn zone. We can't. You can't play a zone defense when you can't rush the passer. And Dennis Allen, I hope for some reason by hook or crook you see this podcast. Let me give you some advice. Stop playing zone defense. You can't rush the passer.
no.
If you play zone defense, then guess what happens to you? Put in the tape of the Green Bay Packers game this past week. They
Oh
will
man.
come down the field on you and dink and dunk and find those zones. The receiver's going to sit down in it and he's going to deliver the ball. And oh, by the way, you continue to let the tight end come off the line unmolested. You got to hit him in the mouth. You got to make him feel it. Throw him off his route. That's how you guard tight ends. And God forbid if Kittles plays in this game, he's going to eat our lunch
Oh yeah.
because we don't do it. I don't understand it. I never understand it. It never mattered who our defensive coordinator was. They refused to hit the tight end in the mouth. They just let him come off the line clean, go sit in the zone. His ass is running wide open, and boom, whatever tight end plays us gets 100 yards receiving. And it could be his first damn game. Don't matter. We refuse to guard the tight end. Dennis Allen, please. Man-to-man defense with the 49ers. They don't have a wide receiver that should scare you one-on-one.
No.
Juan Jennings, none of those guys should scare you.
No.
Man-to-man, man coverage, please.
It's Kittle.
Please.
Kittle's a make or break. I mean, he could catch a deep ball, and it should be no reason. Even if he's playing, it should be no reason to be able to lock him down. It should be no reason.
No, I agree. So let me get into our final thoughts. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the comments tonight. Arthur, thank you for joining us. You're welcome back anytime. You can find us on Facebook, X, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And my final thoughts are, first off, Merry Christmas to everybody. Safe travels if you're traveling to see your family or friends. Please arrive safely in one piece. Don't get behind the wheel and drink and drive, please. Please. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy the holidays, enjoy your family. And as for Chicago Bears, I'm still ecstatic that we beat the Green Bay Packers. I feel that we finally have the monkey off our back. I think we're finally for real. And hopefully Caleb Williams completing that pass to DJ Moore gets the monkey off his back and he starts hitting the layups. So, Arthur, what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, Merry Christmas. It feels good to go into this Christmas knowing that the Bears got a
Yes,
playoff
sir.
spot. We beat the Packers. Now it's on to try to get this number 2 seed. Go beat these 49ers.
Chicago Clarence, I can tell your blood pressure is still raised even with the win. But what are your final thoughts?
This is for all the people who've been giving the Chicago Bears shit all year long.
Yes.
The Stephen A. Smiths, the Dan Orlovskis,
Colin Cowherds.
Colin Cowherd,
Peter Bukowski.
who runs his show from Chicago, by the way. He was in LA, now he's out there in Chicago.
Milwaukee
but for all those
ESPN.
guys
ESPN
who've been
Milwaukee.
giving us hell and been refusing to believe in us, Sam Acho, what do y'all think now?
Oh man.
Because you had a problem with us when we were beating the Raiders and we were beating Cincinnati, and it was taking the last play of the game to do it. You had a problem with it. Cam Newton, you was running your mouth too. What do you think now? When are we going to finally get some respect? And I'm going to tell you right now, if Ryan Poles approaches this offseason correctly, you might as well get used to the Chicago Bears whooping ass for a long time to come.
Yeah.
Because we are used to having good defenses in the Windy City. If we get some of the defenses that we've had the past 20 years, coupled with finally having a franchise quarterback and a above average offensive line, you may be looking at another parade or two, or maybe 3 or 4 in Chicago. And I ain't talking about the motherfucking Cubs. And we know the Bulls ain't winning no championship no time soon.
No time soon.
And don't even get me started on the Blackhawks. So, and I know nobody talking about the White Sox. So that leaves the Chicago Bears. When is the last time y'all could say that the Chicago Bears was the #1 football team in the city of Chicago?
85, 86.
Yeah, that's about it.
That was? You talk about 40 years.
Yeah.
40. For that team to be the #1 franchise in that city. So it's been a long time coming. I deserve it. You guys as Bear fans deserve it. We've been through it. Well,
Yes,
I mean, we used to joke at the bar talking about. I would always say that I was in a dysfunctional relationship with the Chicago Bears.
Very toxic. Toxic.
And,
it's toxic.
And it's like, I would say if I had a person to treat me this way, I would have been broke up with.
I feel like now we at the point we gone through therapy. We did our therapy.
We have to be insane. We have to be insane.
Yeah, we don't went to counseling and all that, and we still come back and let them treat us bad again. Yeah. And we still come back to follow. So it finally feels good to be playing meaningful football this late in the season. And no matter what happens in the playoffs, the only thing that I can tell you I do not want to happen, I do not want to play Green Bay and lose that football game.
No.
That's the only thing that I'm hoping that does not happen. We could play anybody else lose that game, and we still have something to smile about, because we do know anybody with common sense should be able to tell you that Chicago Bears, we are a year ahead. We are a year ahead of schedule. I don't think that we're a championship football team right now. We have too many. No. We got too many holes.
The defense says we're not. Our defense tells us.
Defense #1, and we're not playing well enough on offense to get in the playoffs and beat teams. And especially if we get against a high-powered offense, we're going to get our asses whooped. But I'm glad that we are where we are. I'm happy to be where we are. Merry Christmas to everybody. As Andy said, be careful out there. Be careful on the roads. Don't get behind the wheel if you had too much to drink. If you had anything to drink, be safe to each other. And hell, let's see what happens on Sunday night with the Bears.
Peace out. Bear down. Happy holidays, everybody.
On the fake, Williams looking downfield, launching downfield,